guys, welcome back. I got the hood on the truck. I've got the front end pretty much lined up now. Had to do a little bit of work, but it's real close now. Hood opens good. It's real creaky because I got to oil the hinges and stuff, but I don't want to do that until the truck's painted because I don't want to have any sort of oil on any parts of the body. As you can tell, it's starting to look good. You know, it's cleaning up real nicely, actually. Better than I thought it was going to look, just put it that way. Underside of the hood looks beautiful. So now I'm getting ready to do the radiator and the fan shroud and stuff, and the fan shroud is broken on the one side. This is the top half of the fan shroud. I need to repaint it pearl white. When it was in the accident, apparently this rubbed on, I'm guessing, the pulley for the alternator. So we just need to body work that. That's not a big deal. It's not busted through, but the big deal is this corner is busted off, okay? So I went to the junkyard, I looked around, found a couple of these, and they're all broken. This is that weird shit junk. I don't know. It's like plastic / fiberglass. I don't know what it is, really, to be honest with you. There's a name for it, and I don't know what the name is. But we're going to have to fix this with some panel bonding adhesive and a metal plate. So I'm figuring about putting this metal plate underneath like this and then gluing it all together and then just cutting the metal plate, you know, to the dimensions of the fan shroud, because it's really the only option I have, because like I said, I'm having a hard time trying to find one that's not broke. If it's not broke up here, then all these tabs where the lower mounts to the upper are both broke off. So kind of a lose-lose situation there. So I figured I'd just make a quick video, show you how I'm gonna do it. Now, and the other thing is when I went to get the panel bonding adhesive out, I have 2 open tubes, and of course I have no more mixing tips. So I'm gonna see if I can cut it back, see if that's still wet in there. If it's not, I'm just gonna have to take this off, squirt some onto a piece of wood, and then just mix it with a Bondo spreader or something like that. Typically, I don't recommend you do that. They want you to go through the mixing tip, but I've done it before. It does work. So what I want to do is scuff up the back of the plastic here and on this, and then the metal, so that we can get it all bonded together. And I have to clamp it overnight, and then I'll probably I want to get it painted this weekend so I can get this on the truck as well. So I just figured I'd make a quick video and show you what my plans were on fixing that, because I don't really have any other ideas other than to reinforce it with a piece of metal underneath with the panel bonding adhesive. And I could speed the panel bonding adhesive up with a heat gun. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not yet. I might, just so I can get this ready, because then if I do that, I can paint it tomorrow. So the good thing is I can see this piece of metal I have left over actually has a hole drilled in it. So I can kind of use that as my reference, and I'll just use that hole. If I have to make the hole a little bigger, I can. That's not a big deal. So, yep, what I need to do is rough this up, and then we're going to get it glued together and clamped together. I'm just going to use my cutoff wheel on my grinder for now. I don't feel like switching that. But I am going to grab a pair of glasses because I don't want something flinging in my eyeball. So when you use this panel bonding adhesive, you want to really roughen up your surfaces, because you want that adhesive to have something to bite to. And also, actually, you know what? I'm going to grab my little angle grinder instead. Also, this panel bonding adhesive by 3M, there's little tiny glass beads in it, okay? And what the little tiny glass beads do is prevent you from over clamping a piece together. So when you apply pressure from a clamp to both pieces, it stops you. It does not allow you to squirt all of the adhesive out, because those glass beads keep it spread apart a little bit. Let me go grab my other grinder with a 36 grit disc on it. All right, so I'm just gonna take this down real good. The top side. Yep. So we have all three surfaces ground down now. One thing you want to make sure you do, especially with bare metal, is coat the whole entire surface, because if you don't coat the whole surface, it's just going to start rusting on you because it's bare metal. Could you use fiberglass to fix this? Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to say probably not very good. Obviously it has a little tension to it. I mean, you have, the fan spinning around inside of it, so it's got to create a little bit of vibration, plus, driving and stuff like that will also cause it to vibrate. So I'm just going to flip this, kind of just see where it's going to go. And we're going to leave this long, and I'll just cut it off afterwards. So let me see if this is probably hard all the way down the tip, but it's worth a shot. Usually I buy an extra pack of tips, and I always have extra tips, but unfortunately I ran out. I don't use this stuff a lot, so I don't go through like a half a tube at a time. Yeah, this stuff is hard. I bet you it's not hard all the way though. And this stuff sucks to get on your skin. I need a new knife blade. I think this tip's just shot the whole way through. All right. I always know that, like, the ends always have some in it that's still wet. So we're gonna do what they tell you not to do, and we're gonna mix it. It'll be fine. Like I said, I've done this before, and it does work. It's basically a 50-50. Well, it's not a 50-50 mix, but it comes out of the gun the same. One side's smaller than the other, but it still comes out the same. It puts out more black than the yellow stuff. And I'm actually going to get rid of this tube because there's literally just like a ½ inch of stuff left in there, and it's not worth saving at this point. It kind of sucks because I don't use this enough, and it's kind of wasteful because I use a lot more of the tips, which are not cheap, compared to, it only gives you 2 tips when it comes with when you buy a new tube. So now I shouldn't really be mixing this on cardboard, but it'll be all right. Got to really get this stirred up well. And I always fold over when I mix anything. I don't stir it. I think I'm actually going to put on a second glove. I really don't want to get this all over me. This stuff stays on your skin for a couple days, especially if you have rough hands like me from doing this all the time. It like gets in your grooves of your skin and just sits on your hands for days. I'd rather not have it all over me if I don't have to. I think this is a 15-minute work time on this, or maybe a ½ an hour. What does it say? Oh, 90-minute work time. Clamp time 4 hours, cure time 24. That's for full cure at normal, but I'm pretty sure you can accelerate the cure time with heat. I'd have to look at the sheet. So what I want to do is take a piece of metal first and just completely coat it. Okay. Then I want to also coat the backs of the piece, broken piece. I like putting it on both surfaces. Okay, so basically I want to stick this on. Oh man, did I really just do it upside down? I did it upside down. Okay, so, oh no I didn't. I didn't. Thought I did. This is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to kind of move the camera over here a little bit. You know what? I'm going to not worry about that hole. And I'll just drill my own hole because I have it going down farther. And I think that's to be a little bit more supportive that way. I'm going to look up when I get done clamping this if I can cure it with a heat gun. Pretty sure you can. I think I have in the past. Because I'd really like to get a body work so I can get it painted tomorrow. And of course I grabbed one of the clamps that has a bent end. And I gotta go get another clamp. Kind of clamped. The crack is in the middle of the clamp. All right, that looks pretty good there. Debating, I'm gonna grab one more clamp real quick. We'll put a third one in the middle. Yes, you can speed clear it or speed dry it with heat. They say if you're using 155 degrees for 1 hour, 200 degrees for 45 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this with this heat gun a little bit, maybe for about 5 minutes, and then just let it sit for an hour or so and see what it feels like. If I think it's strong enough, I can take it apart. This is just a quick video. Just wanted to kind of show you how I was going to fix this tab. I'll cut the metal with my cutoff wheel and then just do a little bit of body work. Spot primer it and it'll be ready for paint. I'm just painting the top half again, not the bottom half that's over there. But this will get me one step closer to getting this front end put back together. I need to move it into the spray booth because I got to do some body work on the bed of a pickup truck this weekend. So I'm going to be moving it over there, so I want to get the radiator and stuff in. Fan shroud doesn't have to be on. I just wanted to get it painted and out of my way so I could just put it on and be done with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this and stuff, and you guys pretty much understand what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be cutting it flush with the plastic and doing a tiny bit of body work. It's probably not going to need much because I spread that glue on the outside, and once you sand that glue down, it's almost like body filler. It'll just about fill in what I need it to. Probably have to do a little bit of glazing putty on it, and then I got to do a little bit of work on that front edge where it apparently must have ran into the alternator pulley when it was in the accident, which that is it's not broken, it's just ground down. So I'm going to use some short strand fiberglass filler for that, and just put it on there and just smooth it out a little bit. It'll be good to go. So all right, well, I'm going to end this video. Hopefully this helps anybody that's trying to fix something stupid like this, that unfortunately around here, I'm in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, this stuff is very brittle, especially in the wintertime when it gets cold. Plus this stuff was never good to begin with. I don't know what it's called. Somebody chime in and tell me. I used to know the name of it. It's not ABS. It's something freaking weird. And I can't remember what it is, but it's garbage. And I don't think anybody uses it anymore. But this has really been the only way that I've been able to fix this stuff. I actually fixed the wheel well flares, the flares for the body, the bed, with this stuff as well, with metal behind it, because I had some damaged areas on that as well. And this stuff literally will crinkle up and just like turn into mush. So, all right guys, well thanks for watching. There'll be more videos coming up. The 59 Impala hardtop is going to be next in line once I get this thing painted and out of here. So I'm hoping within the next month I'll be bringing that in here so I can start getting going on that one. So thanks for watching guys, I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos coming up on this channel this spring, summer, and all that, as I start to get some of these old projects out of my way. I post on my other channel almost every day for my arcade restoration, which is Troy's Classic Arcade Restoration. If anybody's into arcade games or anything like that, I restore 80s and 90s arcade games. So, all right guys, I'll see you guys later.